That's right, baby. What a terrific intro. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I'm eating some licorice. Hold on. Very unprofessional, sorry. Welcome to ConspiraSleaze! It's RicoSleaze, baby! There's a clone of Jim Carrey walking around here. I don't know if Rico's fully sold on it being a clone, but I'm definitely sold on that not being Jim Carrey, dude. I'm thinking more, maybe not clone, but I'm thinking more of somebody in a mask playing Jim Carrey. Which is ironic because he was in the movie The Mask, right? Now somebody's got a mask of him walking around here, dude. My only question is, well, I got plenty of questions, about that whole scenario. I'm wearing the Jim Carrey Ace Ventura shirt to commemorate our fallen actor. I hope he's not dead, but I'm hoping that he's just sent a body double out there to go out and do the award show, because we all know Jim Carrey hates award shows. He's openly stated that. And it's interesting to see the response from people. More people than I thought were fully convinced that was not Jim Carrey's. It's good to see people out here supporting the conspiracy. There's a majority of people supporting the conspiracy more than just believing the bullshit. Thinking that there's going to be a lot of people just going, oh yeah, he just got some work done, guys. Come on, settle down. Which there's plenty of people doing that. Because people aren't willing to make the full leap into Crazy Town, right? But they're willing. I think it's crazier to believe that's Jim Carrey than to not believe it at this point. When we know cloning is real, for one, having body doubles for two, I think it's more probable that that was a person in a mask. So, I want to show you something that I stumbled across. It doesn't deal with Jim Carrey specifically, but this person actually trolled social media the other day. His name is Alexis Stone. He's a drag queen who dresses up as certain characters and things like that from Hollywood. It's certain celebrities and like movie characters and things like that. Very convincing. And this is just one guy, maybe with a small team of peoples, in order to pull this shit off. And I just want to show you some examples of his work. But he made the social media post trolling people, being like, going to the award show, and he picked up, or he shared a picture of Jim Carrey at the award show. I don't think it was him, but it's still plausible that it was somebody in the mask. And when I looked into the eyes of that Jim Carrey last weekend, I didn't see him. I saw a hollow husk of a person, lifeless behind the eyes. The way he talked, the mannerisms, all off. I feel like I'm shouting over the video. I should turn it down on my end here. But like, this mask making technology is getting fucking crazy, dude. 3D printers, all this kind of stuff. I just love practical effects, dude. I hate CGI in movies, man. It's so lame. That's why I love old school movies, dude. I respect the art of prosthetics and special effects makeup, dude. And Face Off is really interesting to watch people's process on that. And there's a hell of an art form to it, dude. They're blurring out his nipples. I don't understand. Oh, because he's putting the fake titties on. Blurring out fake titties. Yeah, he's got the rack right. Dolly Parton's got a huge rack. This is indirect proof that it's possible that somebody could have dressed up as Jim Carrey at that award show. Look at this, dude. I bet people are trying to take pictures of this guy thinking that actually it's Dolly Parton. They're like, oh, I met Dolly Parton today. Feels like I'm watching Jim Carrey at the award show. This person's gonna go full Mrs. Doubtfire. I bet it's gonna look fucking lifelike, dude. I mean, if this one person can do this, imagine a whole team of people trying to fake a Jim Carrey mask last weekend. And they didn't even do that good of a job because it looked horrible. This guy did a better job doing shit by himself. I mean, I'm already seeing Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire right now, dude. This is incredible.
Ladies and
Oh my
gentlemen,
good
I'm not
God.
even trying to do the accent.
That's
I'm
spot
fired up, guys. It's
on.
been 3 months of doing this. I'm wearing Balenciaga straight off the runway. Thank you, Balenciaga, for sending us across from Paris yesterday.
That's spot on.
Much appreciated. It's been such an incredible, magical experience I will remember and take to the grave. Thank you again to my amazing team
My
that
jaw's
made
dropped, dude.
everything about this.
If this guy can do that, then surely somebody in a team of people could have put on a Jim Carrey mask last week and then went to that award show. I swear to freaking God, that's crazy, dude. Check out Paddy Pop Culture. I'll go ahead and subscribe since I'm using your video. Alright.
Pop Culture University with your professor Patty. You know you want to be a student. Like the video to be a good student. If you don't, I'll bring you to the front of the class and spank you on the booty with a ruler. So share this with a friend.
Don't do that.
Or someone you hate and you know
booty.
they love Jim Carrey and this is going to worry them. So basically, let's set the scene. It's February 2026 and he steps out to the Caesar Awards in Paris after a little while of retirement. That's basically an Oscar in France. This one was for Lifetime Achievement for him in film. And he was just looking so different. It was very uncanny valley, as if he was wearing the mask himself. And he was doing these interviews for a bunch of press simultaneously, a bunch of lights and camera in his face so we could really look at him. And he just had like different cheeks, different chin, different smile, different voice, as if he was wearing the real life mask. Like his face even looked like the proportions of it. He just looked very different. But the craziest piece of evidence here that is shocking and like really worrying people of this conspiracy is that he has different eyes now. It looks like his eye color totally changed from brown to green. Now, this is just speculation from fans, but brown to green, and they look like they're just sunken in on his face differently. It's very, very shocking. I wonder how Ariana Grande feels. She's a huge Jim Carrey fan. Her first MySpace name was Jim Carrey Fan 42. Is she freaking out? Let me show you more before and afters of
Ariana Grande. She's a clone too.
The Jim Carrey that we knew to this new Jim Carrey, because this caught on like wildfire, similar to like Zac Efron's face change, which by the way, both look fine. Zac Efron still can outmog anyone. I'm gonna read some reactions while I show you some before and after. This fan said, every time a celebrity starts speaking up, they kill them and replace them. Every single one who has tried to say something. Jim Carrey did that.
Well, I don't know, like, if I fully am convinced of the whole, they took him out for speaking out. They could have done that a long time ago when he was doing this. It's still a plausible theory, but I also think it just could be Jim Carrey trolling us, to be honest. Like, who's to say that he didn't send this guy out to play as him, to accept this award on his behalf? You know what I mean? It could have just been a big joke from Jim Carrey too. So let's not rule that out too. Let's hope he's still. Rico's just gonna hope he's alive. Maybe I'm just coping, you know. But I don't know. All I know is that's not the fucking guy.
This on live television. They end up different, soulless. This will never end. This fan said, as a super fan of Jim Carrey, that's not Jim. I'm devastated. Bryce Hall, ew, even said, that is not Jim Carrey. Someone said, quote, he is the last person I expected to buy a new face off Temu. That went really viral on TikTok, and I was like, okay, that's kind of mean. It had like 500,000 likes. Someone else said, I've never seen anyone look less like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would never get massive amounts of Botox. Let's be real. This is compelling. Picture. Someone said, Jim Carrey, Selena Gomez, what the fuck is going on? These are not them. And to try to pull it in our faces like this, bro, what? So Jim Carrey, he's a 64-year-old man in Hollywood. Plastic surgery isn't a far-fetched possibility. If someone wants to rejuvenate themselves, look any way they want to feel confident and their best self, that's fine. I would never judge someone for doing.
Is Jim Carrey the type of person that needs plastic surgery to feel confident? It's like these people have never listened to an interview that he's ever said. The man is like damn near philosophical with the shit that he says. He's like a damn philosopher these days, man. And I think looks, his appearances is like the last thing that he'd ever care about. Remember when he had that big burly ass beard on the talk show one time, looking like a freaking Grizzly Adams, man? And even then, you could tell it was Jim Carrey by the eyes, everything up here. It was still him, bro. And the way he talked, his mannerisms, the way he acted, man, it's more than just his facial looks. It was like the whole act of him was totally off. And that's the thing that's what's getting people. And he's left-handed. I will keep stressing that point. He's left-handed. And he's signing autographs with his right hand. I can't stress it enough how damning of evidence that is.
Doing that. He's a handsome man. He'll always look cute and lovable. That's for sure. But another suspicious piece of evidence is that they were right. He's the last person you would expect to do this to his face because his face is his whole career.
It's his moneymaker, man. Like, he makes so much money off of shit like that, doing the Grinch face and all the impersonations he did with his face. Why would he risk getting Botox and removing that ability? This guy, like, growing up, he used to practice doing faces in the mirror. So why would he risk, regardless of age, bro? Why? And I know he's retired technically now, so like maybe that's him going, I'm done with the acting, so I'll just fucking Botox the shit out of my face for no reason. Why would he get Botox and plastic surgery if he's not planning to even use his face? You can have that argument too, where it's like you just randomly do that when he's not even worried about being in the Hollywood spotlight anymore. Not that he ever was worried about that. It just doesn't add up to Rico.
Known for morphing his face into roles like the Grinch, molding it into his characters like Dumber and Dumber, needing his face to be bendable and pliable. This just doesn't seem like a move that the real Jim Carrey would make. So not only the appearance, but fans have noticed that Jim Carrey is acting very differently as well. He's doing things that the original Jim Carrey would never do. First of all, this was funny when I saw it, but this just shows how much people are putting him under a microscope. He's a known lefty, and I'm not saying he's a liberal. I'm saying he's left-handed. And at the award show, he was
finally somebody talking about it.
Doing everything with his right hand. That's not a smoking gun, but it is suspicious. His mannerism.
It's close to us. It's damn near a smoking gun. Okay, you don't just learn that shit overnight. That is a life skill. That's something you have learned your whole life. You try to fucking write left-handed, and if you're really trying to convince the bit, wouldn't the guy try to write things left-handed? It's like they didn't even know that's part of him. Why would he just randomly start doing things with his left hand? Or right hand? God, it's fucking me up.
Were totally different. And on the carpet, someone asked him what his favorite funny face he's ever worn is. And he said, creepy. My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Is it like a subliminal? Is he the sunken place? Is this like Get Out? Also, listen to how he used to talk.
See, normally that would make somebody laugh, but when he delivered that, it creeped me out. It creeped people out. Because it didn't feel fucking... It just felt cryptic, right? It was not even funny, dude. Jim Carrey not being funny is pretty weird.
And how he does now.
I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies.
You know, I wrote it,
Illuminati.
and I researched it, and I practiced it like crazy, but you know, it's then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead.
So
also, Jim Carrey
weird.
said he was retiring from movies, TV, and acting altogether in 2022 after a decades-long iconic career. Because
so what's the point of getting Botox and getting your face done? You're not even going to be in the spotlight anymore. I don't understand.
As he said, unlike other Hollywood stars, he's happy with how much fame, money, recognition, achievements he's gotten, and he has had enough. He's done.
Well, I'm retiring, but I have enough. I've done enough.
Good on you, Jim.
His retirement was huge news. And word on the street is that he even went so far to say that if he ever comes out of retirement, it is not him, because he would never do that. Allegedly in 2022, he said that, and that's the last time we kind of see Jim Carrey acting and being like the Jim Carrey that we know. And then in 2023, he came out of retirement, and now in 2026, he's back full swing, doing award shows and leading the upcoming live-action movie, The Jetsons, in 2026. He said he would not come out of retirement unless the script was golden and it was perfect and something society needed. But live action The Jetsons and Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know if he would do that. Like,
I'm very interested to see how those movies play out, because that'll be a good testament. If that Jim Carrey, whoever this new Jim Carrey is, we'll see how he does trying to be fucking Jim Carrey in those movies.
Did Hollywood do something to him and now they're just capitalizing off of the image of Jim Carrey? There's also some conjecture about how people feel like this is a series in a long line of celebrities being replaced or cloned or acting different, looking different. From examples like Britney Spears, Joe Biden, Selena Gomez. Someone even said Kevin Hart. I haven't seen that one, but unfortunately I do get what they mean. They will just all of a sudden not really look like themselves. It'll be a little uncanny, act very different, talk.
Selena Gomez has been a weird one too. I've been looking into that a little bit. Not trying to get too onto these celebrity gossip things, but there are some weird things about. Well, I think that the Benny Blanco, whatever. I think that's her handler for one, but like her voice always creeped me out. That new voice she's got, and it could be from her condition. She's got some kind of health condition, but like I don't know, man. The voice of her condition is so super rude. It sounds weird, dude, and hasn't behaved. She's behaving kind of odd lately, and I could definitely see her be a clone if we're doing this whole clone talk. She could definitely be one of them.
Very different, and I can't say I completely disagree with them. His personality and his dispositions has changed towards things he used to reject, which as a big Jim Carrey fan myself, I really loved how he stood up against society and he was very spiritual. He used to be someone who would expose Hollywood and the elites and try to wake up the audience to how blind we are to it. Remember that Jimmy Kimmel interview where he was like exposing the Illuminati, and you know, some could say he was being facetious and trying to make the crowd laugh, but even when he wasn't doing the Illuminati symbol to expose it, he was speaking facts about how the powers that be, aka the Illuminati, was turning us into mindless consumers and how they just distract us to keep us docile and not revolting and think we're living a great existence when maybe we're not.
People on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh, so you don't know what's really going on.
And he used to do the funniest interviews when he would just hate or be mocking whatever phony Hollywood pretentious event he was at. Remember the E! News interview where he was at like a Harper's Bazaar party honoring icons or something, and he told the interviewer, he was like, this is the most meaningless thing I could think of going to. And the interviewer was like, but don't you believe in icons? And he's like, that is the lowest bottom of the barrel hanging fruit ever. None of this.
That was like one of my favorite interviews of all times. If you haven't seen it, we might have to go watch it, but it's fucking hilarious. He does come off a little out there, but everything he said was on point, man, with what Jim Carrey is lately, you know? And going from that to the fucking dude we saw last weekend talk like this, and how brilliant the night was at the award show. Oh, it's just so far off, man. It's so far off from what Jim really is, man.
This is real.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
I love that interviewer. I love him. They were both like just so not on the same wavelength. Her face was so funny during that. So people are wondering, did Hollywood need to silence their biggest whistleblower? But they still want to capitalize off of Jim Carrey, so he has this new mask on. Also, he has a long history of giving very powerful speeches and calling out power in a really serious way, though, like not even joking at all. In 2018, he gave a speech calling out capitalism, authoritarian governments, calling out people attacking immigrants or taking children away from their family.
And that's what we have now. We have capitalism without a conscience. Its worst evils: hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do.
He used to not take himself seriously and say that Jim Carrey isn't even a real person, it's just a character he plays, that the universe is just experiencing the average guy that's him. And that's why he doesn't take awards seriously or need extra money by doing these big budget films or anything like that. But now with this France Award show, he seems to be taking it really seriously, and he was just acting like in character of like an actor that I feel like he would use to mock. And he's showing like a deep reverence for it. Like, oh shucks, me? Like, I'm so honored by this award. Especially in that E! interview, he's like, icons, that's so stupid. And now he's getting like an iconic award. It's just very interesting. So there's some other theories online explaining why he's changed so much. Fans, I think, are in denial, and they're just like, what if he's just in character and he did stuff to his face because he's a method actor and he's really becoming a new person because he just thinks Jim Carrey is a facade that he puts on. Someone else said, or hear me out, Jim Carrey hired a lookalike actor to prove a point. People think he like hired a body double to go to the events that he doesn't like to. Someone said he had to have paid somebody to pretend to be him. So basically, right before I filmed this, some reporter, I don't even know if he was a reporter, but ambushed him outside of his car and was like yelling nonstop, are you the real Jim Carrey? Are you real? Are you someone else? Are you true? Have you been cloned? Like, really burgeoning him with these questions. Wouldn't even let him speak, really. But you can hear Jim Carrey respond to the question, are you the real Jim Carrey? And he just goes, what? Like he's unaware of it. Or is he playing dumb?
Jim Carrey is real original Jim Carrey. Can you answer
playing
this,
dumb.
please? Mr. Jim Carrey. Every fake news is saying you are not Jim Carrey. That's true or not? Please.
You're not Jim Carrey.
After Epstein files, you actually say something. That's same or not? Are you true? You same man? Please.
This guy's just berating him. You say, man, you say him, dude. Dude, are you the guy there? You the one that Epstein files and the
Answer, please answer.
What do you guys think is going on here, from the personality change to the looks changing? Do you think it's just a conspiracy theory, or do you think something real and scary is going on? Let me know. I feel like the conspiracy theory king again, so let me know what other conspiracy theories you want to talk about, and I will.
Please answer, please answer, please answer me, please answer me. All right, now we got Melanie King. She does great work. I'll give her a sub and a like here. Go check out Melanie King. She does great work. We'll watch a little bit of this one. Before we move on to the Rothschild stuff, we got a few videos of that as well.
In America, in the United Kingdom, across the globe.
Repetitive here.
And we need to be clear. Shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth.
Isn't this funny? This is Jim Carrey getting an award, right? And usually he speaks truth or he makes fun of Hollywood when he gets these type of awards. But it's so strange the way he behaved at this other award show. Now, I have the full clip. It is in French, but we're going to kind of skim through it so you can just see how different he actually is. Okay, so I decided, you know what? Instead of just playing this clip, let me translate it, do some captions into English so you guys can hear what he's saying here.
Oh, good plan.
Versus what he usually, the things he normally says, especially in recent years, if he makes an appearance at an award show, or even if he goes on a talk show. He's always calling them out. He's calling out Hollywood. He's making fun of them. But you just tell me, does this seem like him? The mannerisms, the face, obviously, then also getting into the voice, but then the actual words. Take a listen.
Bonsoir. Merci beaucoup. C'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage que vous incarnez, c'est comme l'argile du sculpteur que vous façonnez à la forme de votre cœur. Quelle chance j'ai eu de partager cet art avec tant de personnes qui m'ont offert leur cœur en retour. Il y a environ 300 ans, mon arrière grand-père, Marc-François Carré, oui, Carré, quittait Saint-Malo en France pour le Canada. Plus tard, j'ai continué jusqu'à Los Angeles et ce soir, avec ce magnifique honneur, ce carré a bouclé le boucle. C'est peut-être ce que ma famille recherchait. Jouis malheureux.
I'll translate. I think my TV camera's cutting off some of the words, so.
Merci à l'Académie.
Thanks to the.
Merci à Canal+.
Thanks to Ken
Merci
Plus.
à mon bon
Thanks
ami
to my good friend
Michel
Michael
Gondry.
Gendre Akami
Akami
Cotton.
Coton. Bonjour, mon lover.
Hello, my love.
Tu es formidable.
You're great.
Formidable.
Formidable.
Incroyable.
Incredible.
Merci, Grégory
Thank
Collier.
you, Gregory Necklace. Necklace? What's his
Et
name?
tous les maîtres de cet
And all
art
the masters
qui
of
se
this
sont
art
tenus ici
who have stood
avant
there
moi.
before me.
Merci à ma
Thank you to my
merveilleuse
wonderful
famille,
family.
à ma fille Jane, et à mon petit-fils
My little
Jackson.
son Jackson. There's families there.
Je vous aime maintenant.
I love you, you
Et pour
know,
toujours.
and forevers.
Merci à ma sublime
Thanks to my sublime
compagnie,
company.
Mina.
Mina? Who's that?
Je t'aime, Mina.
I love you, Mina.
Tu es un ange.
You're an angel.
Et enfin, merci à
Finally,
l'homme le plus drôle
thanks to the funniest
que
man
j'ai
I ever
jamais
met.
connu. Mon père.
My father.
Percy Joseph Carey.
Qui m'a appris la
He taught
valeur
me the
de
value
la
of
mort,
death and
de la
laughter.
générosité et de rire. Si vous voulez que la fortune vous sourie,
If you want fortune to
souriez
be,
lui de
would
bord.
be him on board.
C'est très difficile,
It's very difficult,
mais nous devons
but we must
essayer.
try.
Essayer. Try. Yes.
Try, yes.
Je vais toujours
I always go.
chérir
Darling, remember.
souvenir. Je vais toujours
I will
sourire
always
ce souvenir.
smile, remember. I mean, nothing too crazy, but maybe kept it simple because it's in fucking French.
Ma vie est parodie.
My life is parody.
Alors,
What?
comment était mon français?
I gotta turn off my French.
Oh, that. Presque médiocre, non?
Kind of sound like him right there.
Pardonnez-moi, je ne parle pas que
Forgive
mon
me, I don't
français,
speak hollow French words.
mais je l'emprunte juste.
I just take it.
Ma langue est fatiguée.
My tongue is tired.
Je vous aime tous
I love
du
you
fond du
all.
cœur.
From the
Merci.
bottom of my heart, thank you. A little Jim Carrey like there, I'll admit it. That actually convinced me a little bit that it was Jim. By a
Just to
couple of
show
things he did,
how
but I don't
odd
know.
that speech is, especially with the Epstein files just coming out, right? And we're learning about all these different things that's happened, okay? And some of this ties back to France. Why he would not call this out because he's done this previously, or he makes fun of it. Here, he's just so overwhelmed with gratefulness. Like, this is not what Jim Carrey says. And then the gesture where he tries to put his tongue back in his mouth, like the whole thing it just seems off. Maybe I'm reaching. No, I'm not reaching. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not reaching. Nothing about this is sitting right with me, and it's not sitting right with anyone else. But this is him at another award show. And look at how he's really mocking Hollywood. And Hollywood is around the world, not just what's in California, right? He's mocking the industry, these awards. They really don't mean anything to him. But now suddenly it is like, I can't believe that I'm getting this award. My love, my love, my... Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, when I go to sleep at night, I'm not just a guy going to sleep. I'm two-time Golden Globe winner Jim Carrey going to get some well-needed shut-eye. And when I dream, I don't just dream any old dream. I dream about being three-time Golden Globe winning actor Jim Carrey, because then I would be enough. It would finally be true. And I could stop this terrible search for what I know ultimately won't fulfill me. But these are important, these awards. Don't want you to think that just because if you blew up our solar system alone, you wouldn't be able to find us or any of human history with the naked eye. But from our perspective, this is huge.
Now, just to drive this point home, okay, I'm going to play once again, if I played it in my earlier video, I'm going to play him again on the red carpet. I actually have several clips of him on the red carpet. I'll probably save it for another video just because I want to do a deeper analysis. I'm going to do facial recognition, just a bunch of other things, dive deeper into it. But then I'm going to play this, but then the clip right after it is him on the red carpet. And I just want you to hear and see the complete difference. Completely. Like it's like blow your mind level of difference.
Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, you know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, you know, it's...
really gave a shit about this award show.
Then I watched everybody, like... talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true, and I really wanted to recognize my family. I wanted to recognize my dad. I mean, my dad was the type of person that if you met him for 5 minutes, you felt like you knew him for 50 years. You know? I can't talk about him without getting emotional. Oh, loved it. It's so beautiful. And having Michelle.
Alright, so boom, the internet is bugging out right now because fans are looking at Jim Carrey's latest appearance.
That looks like
saying,
that dude doing the Dolly Parton.
Is that really Jim Carrey? Yeah, they is not jacking him. And I'm not gonna
Look at the
lie,
makeup
social
on
media wasted zero time turning this into one of those wildest theories yet, with people now throwing around the phrase Jim Carrey clone.
Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, you know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, you know, it's... then I watched everybody, like, talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes.
So cryptic comments,
like
though. I think that's why people think that he's dead.
I felt a lot of
things
love,
like that,
and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true, and
I am really thankful. I was surprised to see how many people aren't buying it, though. I was really expecting to see people just go, guys, relax. There is that.
If you met him
but like, I actually think at this point,
felt like you knew him for 50
the conspiracy theorists are actually outnumbering the people that just want to write it off like you got the bad botched Botox.
Loved it. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
And it's refreshing to see people go, no, I'm not buying this, dude. You can't lie to me about Jim Carrey. We've watched this guy for 30 fucking years. You can look at somebody's eyes and know it's them or not, you know?
Really brilliant evening.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Benjamin was off the hook. I mean, I can't believe he committed to doing all that. I was really, is this about someone else? My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Thank you so much.
Now,
What
for
is that?
context, Jim Carrey popped out at the César Awards in Paris, a rare public appearance from a certified Hollywood legend. This should have been a simple moment of celebration, legacy, and respect. But nah, the internet saw the footage, zoomed in, screenshotted it, reposted it, and instantly started asking why he looked so different. Some fans were saying he looked unrecognizable. Others started blaming possible cosmetic work. And then, because this is the internet and people never know when to relax, the conspiracy crowd jumped straight in.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty then.
That's not Jim Carrey. That's a clone. Now, let's be clear. This is just speculation online. There's no proof of any clone nonsense. And this video is not about shaming Jim
looks like
Carrey
Joe
for
Biden there.
aging, changing, or looking different on camera. Because let's be honest, lighting, angles, makeup, facial changes, weight fluctuation, stress, age, all of that can completely change how somebody looks on video.
Faire une ovation à l'un des plus grands acteurs du monde, Monsieur Jim Carrey.
In fact, he's acting like this. It's just such a big deal. He's doing award shows. It's so weird. Maybe he's just trying to. I don't know. He's never behaved so politely at award shows before.
Maybe put on makeup. And this is his biggest troll.
Yeah. Maybe he's promoting the new Mask movie. He had somebody to go out there and wear a mask.
Oh, sure, yes. Okay, sure.
His like family was there too. It's like his son and his wife. I'm like, well, he's playing along or what's going on here, man? It's so weird. Alright, yes, they're clapping. Big deal.
Greatest actors alive, but what made this even crazier is that some fans started bringing up Heather Shaw. Yes, the comedian and content creator.
You ever see this chick?
Went viral for looking like Jim Carrey.
I cannot deal with the
She looks just like him.
theories about Jim Carrey anymore. It's crazy. People are insane.
Which she has what? What color are her eyes?
He's got different colored eyes.
They're
if
brown.
any celebrity was a clone of
Yeah, 'cause
themselves,
she's a
why
spitting
would
image.
they look exactly the same or younger than their original self? What the fuck are we doing? Why would you make a clone and make it like face worked up and weird looking and botchy and awkward?
Well, maybe clones can't be 100%.
People are conspiracy theorists when they don't understand things. That's what's going on here. Does nobody understand face work, aging, a person whose career is in Hollywood? Oh, Jim Carrey would never get face work. Oh, you know him? I don't know him, and I wouldn't know somebody in Hollywood would probably get face work, the pressure they have. I'm in a casino.
Hey, he's retired though.
At 10:30
so what pressure is
a.m.
there?
on a Saturday. And this is less insane than everything I'm seeing online. There's people already betting at slot machines at 10:30 a.m. Are they on? Probably, but the way you sound, I definitely think you're on something. He's not a clone, you psychopaths. All right, see ya.
People online are basically saying, why does Jim Carrey look more like Heather Shaw than old Jim Carrey? That's how far this conversation has spiraled. And Heather Shaw has already gone online to basically shut down and debunk any weird double
do that.
talk, making it clear to people that's dragging it way too far.
Cover up for him?
Maybe.
I don't want any trouble. So why don't you just move along?
Does somebody have a camcorder?
All right, that's enough.
Don't touch me, I'm a vegetarian.
Bruh, iconic. And that's what makes this whole thing so wild. Instead of focusing on the fact that Jim Carrey was out here being honored as a legend that he is, people made the entire moment about his face and turned it into a conspiracy thread. That said, I do understand why some fans were caught off guard. Jim Carrey has one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood history. And Jim Carrey is not the only celebrity that's been pinned with clone allegations. Jamie Foxx, Gucci
He's a
Man,
fucking clone.
Even Kodak Black.
Jamie Foxx is a
People have
clone.
speculated
Kodak Black.
that they
Come
look
on.
completely different. And
What are they
nothing-
cloning these people for?
I don't know. Kodak was weird though, cause like his behavior recently is very weird, man. You just see him like on the street eating chicken bones on the fucking ground, and he'll just like go off. He's like on live streams, just staring off into space. Like either he's on some crazy drugs or something happened
He
to him,
is.
bro.
That man is on drugs.
Yeah, but he's weird. We're gonna have to look into these clones. We're gonna have to like change this to is he or is he not clones? We're gonna dig into this. It's fuck the Rothschild thing.
Yeah.
That's the hard part with conspiracies, Pint. Like all the fun ones are the ones that are like all the entertaining ones are gonna get the clicks, are gonna get people interested. But like anytime I try to like educate people on something real or like more consequential, it's always boring to people. Like the Rothschilds banking system and shit like that. It's like it's not entertaining enough to get people's attentions, right? That's always the hard part, being this like trying to like, especially now that I'm trying to like come out with content, because now I have to balance like, all right, what's actually educational and consequential that I want to like wake people up to, and then there's also like what's fun and entertaining for people to look into that could be true, you know? I'm seeing a lot of comments about stuff like that on the Bill Hicks, Alex Jones thing. Like, I came at it with the Bill Hicks angle because it's the more entertaining angle of what I'm trying to do with that. I'm trying to get people to realize that Alex Jones is controlled opposition, but it was more entertaining to go with the angle that he could potentially have been swapped out by Bill Hicks, which is still not, I'm still not 100% convinced on. It's, for me, I've seen too much to not entertain that idea, but I'm getting a lot of comments in those videos being like, oh, there's so many bigger conspiracies you could be dealing with. Why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, that's not going to get people's attention, man. If I would have just tried to prove him as just controlled opposition, they would be a lot more boring, and people wouldn't grab their attention as much as I want them to. You know what I mean? To actually get them to think about that. But if I came at it with this Bill Hicks angle, it might actually get them to start thinking at least, hey, maybe this guy isn't who he fucking says he is, you know? Maybe he isn't on our side. But man, I've been finding a lot more videos since we did that live stream. I found all the videos that I was trying to look for during the live stream. So some of those videos that I'm sharing now on Instagram aren't from the live stream. They're videos I had screen recorded later and put them into because I wanted to make sure that they got the information, you know? Like one of them, the one I was trying to find for the longest time, a cop stopped one of the InfoWars employees in like the 2000s that he was trying to do some kind of on the ground reporting, and the cop stops him and he goes, who do you, like, can I see your identification to get through this specific, there's like a security guard. And he shows him his ID and he goes, right there, dude, it's right there. He literally sounds like this. And he goes, you work for Time Warner Cable? And he goes, no, I work for InfoWars. And then he asks him again. The cop is not just pulling that out of his ass. He's reading Time Warner Cable on that guy's ID. That's Warner Brothers Discovery, who owns CNN. And what's his face is in A Scanner Darkly. Fucking Alex Jones is in that movie, which was a Time Warner movie. The guy's getting paid by CNN to be the boogeyman to make conspiracies look fucking crazy for anybody that isn't in the truth like realm or like in the conspiracies at all. If they hear Alex Jones talking about something that could be even true, regardless of if it's true or not, if he fucking says it, it might rule it out in people's brains that they shouldn't even be looking into it. They're just gonna rule it out as this isn't true. Alex Jones is talking about it. Like that's his usefulness. Because people are just going like, why though? He speaks the truth. Why? It doesn't matter if it's true or not, dude. It's how he presents you the truth. It turns people off, dude. But anyways,
like their original self and our clones as well.
Every cell of your body is God. Everything is God. Everything is divine.
Jamie Foxx, though, the coincidence of him like almost dying and then being in the movie, they cloned Tyrone. That feels fishy to me, dude.
Family.
I could see Jamie Foxx being the clone.
You are the heart of God. You
I don't
are the eyes
understand
of
what for.
God. When you speak from that place, you are God's
Part of me
voice.
thinks that if you've gone past your usefulness, or like if you're trying to speak out against the ills of Hollywood, not saying that Jimmy Fox was, but like that's where like a Jim Carrey, right? A guy who's spoken out against Hollywood, a guy who's seemingly disillusioned with the idea of even wanting to be part of the show anymore. They could replace you because it's still profitable to work off of his name, even though he doesn't want to do movies or anything anymore. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see Jim Carrey in movies now, if this clone Jim Carrey tries to play him in other movies. We'll see how that goes, but that's, I guess, my reasoning as to possibly why it could be a clone. Maybe somewhere down the line, Jamie Foxx wanted to retire. You know what I mean?
So then they, just make a clone and have him do all the work. Okay.
Something like that, you know?
Online speculations are saying that Jim Carrey knew way too much and was doing way too much talking. The rumors started right before
this is what they cloned Tyrone
and allegedly induced the clone.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes there is a sinister deep state
this is a year ago.
Plotting to what? Give them health care?
Talking about kidnapping children.
At the end of the day, this is still Jim Carrey, a comedy icon, a film legend, and somebody whose face the world has watched for decades. People age, people change. And sometimes that camera catches a weird angle and the whole internet loses its mind.
More than a weird angle, bro.
One thing about the internet is they will turn one red carpet clip into a full-blown conspiracy before the night is over. But I want to know what you guys think. Did Jim Carrey just pop
comments
out?
have been undefeated so far. He said, "I'm dead. Truth is never hidden." The thing is, like, how can millions and millions and millions of people be wrong about this? You know what I mean? It's only like the silent minority that's going, "Hey guys, I do agree we might need to chill on it a bit," but like, I don't know, dude. When everybody's saying, "That's definitely not him. He didn't even sound the same. That's not Jim. Who do they think they are? They're trying to fool." Dang, rest in peace, Jim. Allegedly. Like, nobody's buying it, dude. And like, it's like a Mandela effect, right? Where it's like, how can this many people misremember a very specific fucking thing about life?
Right.
People keep forgetting the real Jim Carrey doesn't care about any award shows. Still, the biggest smoking gun to me is the left hand, right hand thing. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't even feel the same soul when I look at this person. That's a big thing too, man. And you look at somebody's eyes, dude, you can tell. Even if they're wearing a fucking mask, you can tell it's me. If you look into my fucking eyes. Jim Carrey is not the type of guy to get Botox, so I'm not trying to hear that shit. Again, we don't know, like, I do want to back up and be like, we don't fucking know these guys personally. And if we did, we probably would be appalled by the things they do behind the scenes. But I don't know, dude. Yeah. My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now. Then gives a weird look at the camera. And it wasn't funny. Like, that didn't feel funny to me. That felt fucking creepy, which is very not Jim, you know? I would have laughed if Jim delivered it like that. He looked like one of the vampires on Twilight. Doesn't have the same characteristics. That ain't him. Now I'm look at all these comments. Not a single one going, I think that's him. Now they get out of order with this bullshit. The veil is lifted. All lies is exposed. Just horrible. He just didn't want to be there and hired someone to receive the award for him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's not how he sounds. That's not him. He said it. I am dead. I'm about to rename the stream. Are they a clone? It's hard. It's hard for me to leap to clone, but I know cloning's 100% fucking real. That's the thing. We've been cloning since the 70s, dude. It's only been like reported that we're doing on animals, but like Jeffrey Epstein, let's go to an email. Maritime law is coming, and selling and owning humans and human souls is over. This is the email. There's factual evidence on the methods of operation for how law and legal proceedings will work next. I do encourage you to watch the video and understand how common laws are going away, so blank, quit fiddling with your pussy and call blank, and who has so much info that will incriminate you that when he deletes, we'll find it on the quantum system, and this great gentleman blank has made very clear in the video above. Hold up. I'm going to change my stream title quick. We'll do conspiracies, cloning, and masks. We'll do deep dive into cloning and body doubles. Good enough. Okay. Biden is not your current president. The mask malfunctions on Biden are getting worse each day, on purpose. This will end badly for Redacted, who is posing with a fucking clone on Facebook. The dude playing Biden ain't Biden. Real Biden was an evil, sick, angry man who abused children, including his own children. Says a lot about Hunter Biden. That's an actor with a fucking mask. We've been over this 1,000 times. It's never going to change. Biden is shot. 2019 firing squad. Holy shit. A document included the Department of Justice release. An extreme and unfounded claim alleging that Joe Biden was shot in 2019 and replaced by a body double wearing a mask. Okay. So, we're going to do Joe Biden body double. And me and Rex found some fucking weird, crazy shit, dude. One of them looked so goddamn obvious, like he was saying in that message. The wrinkles on this dude's face just look like a squished up mask. We have to. There's got to be something here. Oh, come on. You wiping the internet from this shit?
By thanking you, Gwen, for hosting this. And Governor, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, that's weird.
It's a pleasure to be with you. First of all, thank you for doing this and looking forward to this, Mr. President.
Thank you, Joe.
The American people have a right to have a say in who the Supreme Court nominee is. If you need any more proof positive of how bad the economic theories have been, this excessive deregulation, the failure to oversee what was going on, letting Wall Street run wild, I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. So I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now. I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've seen now.
Look at the bags under his eyes.
I don't think you needed any more evidence than what you've
completely
seen
away.
now.
I know plastic surgery can do wonders, but Jesus. How about this one? Jim Carrey wearing the Biden mask. There's that theory that Jim Carrey was one of the actors. And maybe that's why he got replaced.
To the Collective Minds podcast.
Can't have him talk about that.
Never fucking had it.
Shut. No way.
Founded conspiracy theory claiming Biden was executed in 2020. And before I read this, I do have a question for you because it keeps coming up.
Hopefully provide some clips. There's some wacky clips out there where like he itches his neck and like the indent on his neck just sticks there.
Would say, but
Like it
And I
would
saw
be
a
a
video
mask.
the other day, allegedly Biden's granddaughter saying that he's been dead for years, 4 years, she said, and that
Explains the
he has a
auto
twin
pen.
brother
Remember that?
named Bo.
He basically had like
just like his son who had passed.
Auto pen was basically like the Congress was able to just pass laws without like getting his personal written signature on things. They just let his signature become like a copy paste, and it would kind of explain if he was fucking dead, they could just do that. So I think that's what auto pen is. Hold on, let's. I don't want to get that fucked up, but that was the thing. Auto pen definition. If I could fucking type. An auto pen is a mechanical device. Okay, then that's not what I mean. That replicates a person's signature automatically. Yeah, okay, kind of like that. It allows public figures to sign multiple documents quickly without their direct involvement. That's what they're using.
Away. Who's been the guy who's been playing Biden? I think it's Jim Carrey or someone, a professional who actually.
Hey, that's why he could have been killed, dude.
Does this stuff for a living, but do you believe everything?
I don't know if it's Jim Carrey.
That the narrative is set out to be.
He did a good
Joe
Biden on SNL, but I don't know.
Signing him, those deals, those executive orders. That it was him every time when he was on camera.
Nope. I don't even believe he was ever president. I believe Trump continued his presidency, and this is his unofficial fourth term.
Third?
Fourth. Would that be crazy if that the president
elaborate on that for me.
was just a fake person the entire 4 years?
Actually, no. Yeah,
or it would just be different people every year.
Yeah, third term.
I did see a video.
Okay, because I was like, he did a
It was like it was a video comparing Joe Biden walking like on the beach recently, or a couple years ago, or whatever.
Look this
to
up.
a fucking
Look
like
up
one of like the Tesla
for
robots
Biden
walking, and it was identical, bro. Like, what if he was just a full-on automated robot with like fake skin?
Not according to.
He was fucking shuffling around just like it.
It was basically a military funeral that happened. All the timing wasn't right. The swear-in wasn't right. It was just a whole bunch of stuff that didn't line up according to
you got more than just them talking.
Past presidential inaugurations.
Damn it! You gotta have video clips, man.
Yeah, I remember that. That was weird. You had like active military members coming out, big names too, all over, and they were going, this is not how this is supposed to be. And I can't walk you through it, I can't remember, but it was, I mean, what, the amount of shots fired, or that the shots were even fired, or it was weird.
Let that keep playing.
Yeah, there's that, plus the
uniforms.
Yeah, that too. But the whole inauguration, the time he was sworn in was, I think it was past, or was before the actual time it was supposed to.
Okay, I want more visual shit, man. We're doing a live stream, not the podcast. All right, let's. Oh, dude, have you seen this? This is how I knew Joe Biden was a creep from the beginning. Look at this shit. Oh, he's gonna sniff that lady's hair. Oh, that's weird. I saw him like sniffing kids' hairs. Made me go, what the fuck?
Biden is not Biden. Documents from Epstein's files claim Joe Biden was cloned in 2019. A shocking file recycles earlier claims by Trump and sparks wide controversy on platforms. What's the story? An account on X published documents it claimed were from the files of Jeffrey Epstein, who was convicted for running a wide network of exploitation.
AI, dude.
The account alleged a shocking claim that former U.S. President Joe Biden was shot in 2019 and replaced by a cloned version wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, the back wrinkles.
Look at that! Look at that, dude! That's the one I'm talking about. Where it just looks like his face is stretched. Look at that!
Yeah.
Now that is a fucking mask, man. Look at this.
By a cloned
That's
version
getting
wearing
bad.
a mask.
That's not even. They're not even trying anymore. Look at that full on. You're telling me his head just. Look at. Oh my god. You're telling me he's got that many wrinkles on his head? And then just goes away a couple of days later, next time you see him. What is that? But his whole face on the bottom of his eyes, not a wrinkle in sight. What is that? That can't be real, man. That is no, that's gotta be that's bad. That's just a bad prosthetic. Look at that. Oh my lord. And he's got that weird butt chin out of nowhere. It's not even really there in that video, but there's another fucking picture. Look at the eyebrows. What happened there? That is so bad. That's so bad.
In the details of the published document, the sender says, Biden is not your current president.
It's worse than Rico's forehead, man.
Malfunctions on Biden are getting worse every day. On purpose. This will end badly.
That was on purpose.
He continues.
No, no wrinkles there.
Biden isn't Biden. The real Biden was an evil, sick, angry man who abused children, including his own. That's an actor wearing a damn mask. We've been over this 1,000 times. This is never going to change. Biden was executed by firing squad in 2019. He does look different in every
picture, doesn't he?
Stand right next to me. There you go. And then we're going to have...
There you go.
Got it? Okay.
Just creeped out. Don't do that to kids. This is the one where he sniffs her hair. Weirdo. Look at that child. It's just get me the fuck out of here. Oh, what the hell? Oh, fucking creep.
No, not smile. No date.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Angel.
Disgusting.
You're 12. What's your name?
These people are fucking disgusting, man.
Problem is...
Stop.
He concludes, those who read later will take this email as they wish.
Fucking Finn fell off the bed earlier, dude.
To hear this story
oh
about
no.
how the people
during the
here
stream, he
on the
just
Estimote board
fell right out
tried
of the
to kill,
bed, crashed into my end table.
And remove him from the
I was
company
like, dude, you
during
drunk?
the time of a fake pandemic. Buckle up,
He's okay,
because
the
ride is going to get very, very, very rough when you attempt to commit crimes against humanity, which is what happened to me and to many others. I'm just lucky to be here, to help, and to set the traps that can help free knowledge. In the same context, it is noted that current US President Donald Trump posted in the middle of last year a message promoting a conspiracy theory claiming that former President Joe Biden died and was replaced by a cloned robot. In his post on Truth Social, Trump alleged that his former political rival, Biden, was killed in 2020 and replaced by a cloned robot without the Democrats'
Could have been a robot, man. I seen them walk.
There is no Joe Biden. He was executed in 2020. He also claimed that the real Biden had been replaced by cloned copies and robotic entities with no soul or mind.
I know that wasn't really him.
Horrible. World's worst president. This is the worst president we've ever had. Biden. He had no idea he was president, so he doesn't take it personally. I don't want him to take it personally. Fortunately, he has no idea what the hell I'm saying. And he's watching right now. He's happy with what I just said. Okay.
What do you think of these claims?
Okay. I've stopped thinking Trump was funny because of how maniacal he is, but that was pretty funny. I'll give him that. I want to show you the video, see if I can find it. Joe Biden walking like robot. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, here we go. He's got the moves, dude. Look at them go. Oh my god. Is that not? Dude. Oh my god. That wasn't even the same robot I saw him compared to, but holy fuck, isn't that kind of something like it, dude?
That's funny.
The conspiracy theorists are gonna have a field day with this one. Dude, he's walking like a goddamn robot. fucking president was a robot, bro. Explains a whole lot, doesn't it? Like the behaviors. I thought it was just a senile old man, but what the hell? Look at him walking, like, what the hell is that? There's that weird butt chin. See, his face is falling off, bro. Wait a minute. Look at the skin tone difference. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Dude. This is blowing my brains a little bit. First I thought it was a joke, now I think it's fucking real. I'm convincing myself right now. What is he doing? I remember that. Dude. I think he's a robot. Oh, fuck. Watch him give an endless hug to Hillary. We gotta watch that. I'm never going to unsee this top comment. I can't unsee it. He is a bot. Great job. They were able to fool everyone. Really? They fooled us all, bro. The programmer make a robot with dementia? That's part of the programming. It was a bold idea. It was a bold idea. Oh my god. What's he doing here? Hold on. Oh my god, we got the field day here. First we gotta go with the endless hug.
There are hugs where you just throw up
Google,
your arms and go for it.
turn off the
and then
office
there are
lights.
hugs that keep going and going and going. Joe Biden wouldn't let
Hey,
Hillary
Google,
go as they met on the
turn on
tarmac at
office light
Scranton
3.
Airport. About 4 seconds into the hug, they semi-disengage. Nothing to see here, right? Wrong, because the vice president wouldn't unhand Hillary for almost 16 seconds.
Notice how many times she tries to tap out. She lets it go. He does not. She tap out.
All right.
Nope. She's just
let me go, Robo Biden.
Okay, second tap out. For God's sake, Joe, you gotta let go.
This latest awkward hug would not have been microanalyzed if it hadn't been for all the other overly
Sorry, Robo
handy
Biden's a little
Biden
rusty on his
moments.
programming.
Critics collect them. Times when he gently rearranges a young girl's hair and
that's
whispers
just-
in her
it
ear,
fucking creeps
then
me out.
rearranges some more.
Stop.
There's nothing pervy here. The VP
Nothing
knows
pervy
he's on camera at
here?
these swearing-in ceremonies, and
He's
the
being a
parents are
perv right
there
dude.
as he leans in for a kiss. The VP is known as a
Pervert.
close talker.
Robo
Even does it
pervert.
to the president. Perhaps his most famous hands-on moment came when he put his hands on the wife of Defense Secretary Ash Carter.
Got a lot of thanks.
Smells her hair. What the fuck is he doing? It's on camera.
This is the creepiest thing.
And so did some liberals.
No, that ain't right, man. That ain't right. Why are you appeared to smell her hair?
At least the VP
What are
didn't
you
get
doing?
that close to Hillary.
Robo Biden at it again. Beep boop beep. Beep boop beep. I am Robo Biden. Stairs are hard for Robo Biden. You know, it's pretty advanced technology, even though it looks like a senile old man. She's gotta hold his hand all the time just to get around. Why are these people ruining our country, these 80-year-old fuckwads? Why are they making these decisions?
Because they're rich and
God, I hate it.
don't know what else to do.
So lame, like, literally, the average American who's like 30s, 40s have to be ruled by people who are literally going senile. Like, why is that the norm? This is more than just going senile, though. This is something else, man.
Yeah.
This is interesting. And there's one more video suggesting after this Robo Biden. God, this is... I can't unsee this anymore. I really can't. I gotta see this. What is he doing here? See ya. See you later, Biden. Bye-bye. Hey, yeah. No, this way, Robo Biden. Slowly puts the shades on. Oh, goodness. So you're telling me Donald Trump lost to a robot? That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, but he won again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
It's crazy, and now he's like, alright, let's fucking go even harder this time. Because I've got no other elections to win after this one.
Yeah.
So let's just do all the things Israel wants me to do hard and fast. Get it all in.
And apparently they're supposed to retaliate, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope not.
Good lord. So I'm pretty convinced Joe Biden is a robot clone now. Oh shit. One more video on that, then we'll move on to other potential clones.
He's shot. Biden is shot. You know he's shot, right? He's shot. He's shot. Just so
He's
we
shot.
understand. We cannot have a leader that's just
Hopefully this
about
guy
half
gets fucking shot sometime too.
Not well.
Oh shit, did I say that? I'm sorry.
President Biden had been
I
executed.
don't wish violence on anybody, but
clones and robots that were doing the job for him.
That the former president Joe Biden was executed in 2020 and replaced by a robotic clone, and the Democrats are simply.
Post claims Joe Biden was executed 5 years ago and was
got
replaced
some different ears there, buddy.
mindless entity.
Ears are a tough thing to fake, that's all I'm saying.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates.
Did you know that people's ears are like, they're damn like fingerprints, man. Like, they're unique. Everybody has like, there's no 2 ears that are the same, right? It's like it's basically like a really good identifier of who's who.
The Post claims Biden died in 2020 and was replaced by clones.
So no 2 ears are the same, you said?
Yeah, no 2 ears are like exactly the same. They generally all kind of look the same to the untrained eye, but like, look at this.
Isn't the man?
I mean, that's pretty obvious, ain't it?
Yeah.
So, there's the the detached and then the rounded out earlobes, but like, yeah, apparently that's what I hear is like, ears are very distinct, distinct thing on people, where it's very hard to fake your ears.
Today we're diving
just like
deep into
somebody
the
else.
bizarre and increasingly compelling theory that Joe Biden may not be who he says he is, but
Where'd
a clone,
the butt chin come from?
a body double, or something far more calculated. Welcome to the rabbit hole.
There's a really tall
Let's start
Biden.
with the
There's short
basics.
Biden.
People age, that's obvious. But Joe Biden's transformation over the past decade hasn't just been about wrinkles or gray hair. We're talking about bone structure changes, eye color inconsistencies, voice
that's not the
pitch
same dude.
differences, even how he walks. Compare 2012 Biden to a 2022 Biden. Same man? You decide. Here's what raises eyebrows. Biden's earlobe shape appears to have changed. In older photos, his earlobes were clearly attached. In more recent footage, they're detached. That doesn't happen naturally.
Never.
Add to the fact that his eye color seems to fluctuate, sometimes a steely blue, sometimes greenish. Camera settings? Maybe, but it's been noted in live appearances. Then there's his voice. Once deep and commanding, now it's noticeably higher, with strange inflections. Technology glitch? Vocal surgery? Or is it a different person entirely? Let's get one thing clear. Cloning isn't science fiction anymore. The first mammal was cloned in 1996. In 2002, a company called Clonaid, linked to the Raelian movement, claimed to have cloned a human. Though unproven, it brought global attention to a question once thought absurd. And guess who's been at the forefront of cloning research? Government-funded labs.
Epstein.
DARPA. The NIH. If you think world governments haven't at least tried to clone people behind closed doors, you're not paying attention.
Exactly.
Here's where it gets historical. Using body doubles is not something new. Saddam Hussein used at least 3 known doubles for public
Hitler
events.
had a few.
Stalin had decoys. Even Kim Jong-un is rumored to have several. So if other world
That's
leaders
pretty
use
easy
them,
to fake an
why
Asian
wouldn't
body
the
double.
United States?
Just pull a guy off the street.
Who has been
yeah, you're my body double now.
Inconsistent. There have been strange moments, plenty of them. Like the time Biden.
But they don't look anything like you. No one's gonna tell, dude. We're trying to fool Americans here, man. They had the robot president for 4 years. No one could tell.
Video surfaced showing what looked like a mask wrinkle on his neck.
Oh, here's that. This video telling you about. Look at this.
Silicone prosthetic. Even more bizarre.
Stays there.
Now deleted
what
TikTok
is that?
Went viral for analyzing his eye twitching.
The wrinkles do that?
Like a facial recognition.
It just stays.
Glitching out.
So from what I heard, it can, but I doubt it. I like then you have like some sort of issue there and you need to go see a doctor, right? But yeah.
But that's not that. It's got to be fucking the mask or something, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It just folds. Oh boy.
Deleted TikTok went viral for analyzing his eye twitching unnaturally, like a facial recognition filter glitching out.
Oh, very blue eyes there.
Here's where things get very strange.
You have a stroke
During the 2020 campaign, the real Joe Biden barely appeared in public. Blamed on COVID.
People saying Trump died in like the 90s.
Without live appearances.
And he got replaced.
And when he did show up,
heard that
something felt off.
I wouldn't doubt that. That man owed so much money.
Stairs,
True that,
pre-scripted Q&A
He loved
sessions.
dealing with the mob, so.
It
mob has
was
to
as
get
if
you
the man
fucking
needed
killed, bro.
time to be prepped.
Biden bot fell over. Biden down.
Even people in his own party have acted strangely. There are whispers, never confirmed, from insiders who say, that's not the same guy I worked with in the Senate.
I know old people fall, but the amount of times that guy has fallen,
he's not all there anymore.
It's very screams robot to me.
Just mental decline. What if the reason he seems different is because he literally
You just say he's old, but I don't know.
Ask yourself, who benefits from a programmable, compliant figurehead? While Biden fumbles through speeches, massive economic shifts, international deals, and tech regulation rollout behind the scenes, led by unelected
eyebrows,
figures,
totally
shadowy
different
consultants, and global think tanks.
Forehead shape, everything.
If a clone or body double can be tightly controlled, then democracy becomes nothing more than a stage play. Now, are we saying Joe Biden is definitely a clone?
What the fuck?
No. But here's what we are saying. The inconsistencies are real. The technology does exist.
I'm willing to make the leap,
man. The political motive is clear. Whether it's a clone, a double, or a puppet, one thing is
2007, 2019. Yeah, he was crazier.
Not the same Joe Biden from a decade ago. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what they want. So, what do you think? Clone, double, or just a strange case of time and politics eroding the truth?
Not the clone. I think he was people
Drop your
playing
thoughts
him.
below, and remember, in a world run by optics, nothing is ever quite as it seems.
Technology that's used by the Central Intelligence Agency. The video claims to show documentation depicting Biden's appearance, such as his earlobes, chin, skin texture, teeth, wrinkle lines, and even his signature. The viral video has garnered over 9 million views in just one day.
I'm fully on board that he's not who he says he is. That's all I know. What is that? He just whoop. Just total fucking biffed it. See these comments the comments are always undefeated here, man. Proven in Epstein files. He was shot in 2019 by a firing squad and replaced by a guy in a mask. I don't know if it's a clone or someone wearing the mask, but it's definitely not the same guy who was Obama's VP. It's not the same person, and it's obvious. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I honestly think he's an alien that's wearing the sleeve. A sleeve? Pause at
Like a bodysuit, possibly?
5:14. Yeah. Pause at 5:14 and tell me it doesn't look like a lizard person?
The inconsistency.
Do you mean right here? Oh wait, one more back. Oh no, he meant right here. Oh, I mean, he could be a reptile. Could be a reptilian. I love the beginning. It's not something they're trying to hide at all. Yeah, they really aren't. But let's stop picking on Joe Biden. Let's try to find another clone situation. Should we do Kodak Black? Should we do Gucci? Jamie Foxx? We'll try Kodak. See if we find some.
If that's the case, you might as well say, well, I don't know, because Kanye still be wilding. I think he like turned it up a notch, so never mind.
Kanye's interesting too, man, because fuck. Yeah, I don't know if he's just too woke for his own good, but remember that you saw the video where he was like apologizing to a rabbi, right? That didn't seem like him. We'll fucking do that video. Tell me if that's the Kanye we know and sometimes love and sometimes hate. He seemed off to me, man. Either he was like on some kind of medication or something, but he didn't look like the same guy.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today.
Does that sound like Kanye West?
Take accountability.
It's just such a weird video to me.
Dealing with
it don't look like
this is like the start of this craziness, though, to be honest.
Bipolar also.
This is after.
So
this is like after the DEF CON Jews type thing.
Taken it to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like his wife was threatened for that shit.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to come and take accountability.
I think that's why he's apologizing.
No, for sure, and he's trying to get in the good graces of the powers that be again. So, like, I lost all respect for Kanye because, well, for many reasons, but recently I lost my respect for him because, basically, what he was doing was he was trying to get all out of these like billionaire investment and deals with these, like he was trying to get out of the industry, right? So he was trying to be the most. He couldn't just back out. That's like this. He signed these contracts and shit, right? So the only way to really back out is for the people who made you sign those contracts to get rid of you themselves, right? To like fire you or, not want to deal with you anymore, right? So I think it was clearly intentional that he was doing all this anti-Semitic shit, doing the HH song and all that shit. He was trying to get removed off the industry, and he thought he could fully go off of being independent. And once he realized that it wasn't as profitable as he was hoping, like the fans weren't backing him as much as he wanted to because he went too crazy, you know what I mean? He went too hard on that side of things where people were like, I can't support it. He's now doing this big apology tour recently because he wants to get back into the industry. So even after all this exposing the Hollywood he was trying to do, and even if he was right about a lot of things that we saw him for crazy at the time, he's now trying to backtrack and trying to get buddy with the fucking billionaires again. So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, here they lost my respect years ago, but like, because it seems like every time he does this shit, it's just him trying to promote the fucking album. He always does this shit where he just creates this buzz, says some foul, crazy shit, and I got an album next month. Well, what a coinky dink, man. It's just some really bad publicity stunt. But that's definitely my theory, is that he was trying to get out of these billionaires' contracts and shit. The best way to do it, is to be anti-Semitic. Because most of the people he has to deal with are Jewish.
It's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house, and your kid went and messed up the kitchen, messed up the garage, messed up the living room. Now when you get back,
he was blaming his car accident. You read his recent apology thing. It looked like a really not even well, it just looked like it was a constructed thing that like somebody looked over and told him to write in order to get back into the graces of these people. He was blaming his fucking car accident still, and it gave him, it ruined his frontal lobe, and it wasn't, like it just wasn't diagnosed for all this time, which led to my bipolarism and all this kind of shit. Like, I don't know, man. Sound like a made up excuse to me.
It's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it.
This guy doesn't understand the single word saying.
I gotta clean up the living room. I gotta clean up the garage.
Yeah, that's why he has a translator. But like, if he's saying it and he's doing it, like, I don't know. I feel like with Kanye, he just says what he says. So somebody probably told him to say all this shit.
Oh yeah, so this is his way of getting back in the fucking club. It doesn't even sound like Kanye got him heavily medicated. Absolutely, dude. And you know about his Harvey, his fitness trainer, Harvey, what's his fitness trainer's name is?
Not Harvey Weinstein, but that's somebody else.
Kanye, let's see, dude. He could be a fucking clone too. You might be right. Kanye's fitness instructor. This guy he's sketchy as fuck. It's basically his handler. Harley Pasternak, dude. Yes, this guy. He's sketch magetch, dude.
What do you mean by handler?
Like, the industry is said to have like handlers, people that are like CIA tied or tied in with the feds to like basically watch over these celebrities and shit to make sure they don't go out of pocket like Kanye was doing, and start speaking up about things they don't want them to talk about. And this guy he's CIA trained military, like PSYOP guy, and like intelligence, and he just became a fitness instructor for these celebrities and shit. He was involved with Mac Miller, a bunch of other people, but that made me nervous because I'm like, fuck, maybe he had something to do with them off in Mac Miller. I'm not sure why they would, but there also is that whole Hollywood sacrifice thing, so I'm looking at you, Ariana Grande, for why Mac Miller's fucking dead. But I fully believe that Hollywood they're satanic, bro. They have to sacrifice somebody in order to gain fame and get to the next level of echelon. Lady Gaga did it with Liam Margano. It just seems like, or Kanye did it with his mom. And it feels like if you look into these celebrities, man, there's always somebody really close to them that dies. Like, mysteriously. It's fucking weird, man. It's too many weird coincidences. But this guy, Kanye, leaked a message from Harvey here that said, basically saying, you better do what we tell you, or I'll have you back on medication and make you go to the, like, what did Kanye call it? I think he called it something else, but, like, basically back to La La Land, like, where you're just so fucking doped up that you don't even know what's going on. But the sunken place is what Kanye called it, right?
Sure.
I don't want to listen to this propaganda. Let's look into his ass, though. Now that we know his name, I'll tell you. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
West was being treated for sleep deprivation when his doctor reportedly called 911 saying he was psychotic.
Harley Pasternak, follow me to the hotel. Corey is a plant.
I used to spend hours and hours as the cleanup crew.
Well, that's why you got divorced.
Second option, I had you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to zombie land forever.
Zombie land.
My name is Harley Pasternak. I am an author of fitness and diet books.
Oh.
Harley Pasternak has been working with every celebrity, from Ariana Grande to Jessica Simpson, from Mac Miller to Brittany Murphy. This man is everywhere, and there are major
another
red
one
flags.
that just died,
like,
right?
Why is an ex-government defense agent working as a nutritionist for the biggest celebrities? It really appears
that's tough because she died of pneumonia, so that's almost a calling card for Diddy, because apparently baby oil, if you ingest it, it can give you pneumonia. And Brittany Murphy was in the Ashton Kutcher circles. Ashton Kutcher was a big friend of Diddy. Kim Porter, Diddy's wife, died of pneumonia, just like Brittany Murphy. I don't know. Look into the Brittany Murphy thing because it's very weird. Like, her husband died not too long later. It seemed like all fingers were pointing to him. Maybe had something to do with her death too. Like, very sketchy. I'm not sure why she was killed though. There was no big like she was trying to expose something. You know what I mean? At least that I know of.
That Harley is a handler, and that's why celebrities like Kanye West has exposed him. For example, Kanye shared text messages showing Harley threatening him to drug him up like a zombie, send him away to a hospital, and keep him away from his kids. In my opinion, there's something sketchy about Harley Pasternak.
I think there's a lot of the craziness from Kanye. I bet you'd go crazy if you couldn't fucking see your kids, man.
If you aren't subscribed to the Let's Get Into It podcast, then you're only getting half
that was
the
his big thing. That's why he bought that house next to Kim.
Celebrity and money introduce you guys to witch, Harley Pasternak. So this article reads that celebrity trainer and nutritionist Harley holds a Master of Science in Exercise Physiology and Nutritional Sciences. He's also worked in the past as an exercise and nutrition
it's ironic
scientist
that
for
fucking
Canada's
Ray J's like
Department of National
dying after I think he sued Kim Kardashian not that long ago.
Oh, did he? For the video or what?
I can't remember what it was for. But yeah, it was something along those lines.
Do you know
but
that
now he's like dying and shit.
Really? Like,
yeah,
physically dying?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't hear about that.
Like he went on air and said he was, and then like recently in the show he was spotted with like blood coming from his eyes.
What the fuck?
And so he was wearing like shades, but you know that could be like from kidney failure. And he says that already that he like does all types of drugs and liquor.
That could be.
So
I don't know. He's a sketchy character too. He seems like a fame whore, you know.
Yeah.
Did you know that Kim's mom was actually like the one behind the release of the video? Like, it was a plan. They saw how well Paris Hilton's sex tape leak made her famous. So Kim she literally watched the video of her daughter fucking Ray J and went with like, yep, let's do this. She fucking was behind the leak, and they just had to play